Alright, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to show people, sometimes we have customers in the 2018 time range that got the isopolar line sets. At the time when they came out, they said, oh, these are great, you can lay them right across the rooftop, everything seems dandy. We're like, oh, cool. And that's what the supply house was selling, and that's what we install. No manufacturer makes their own line sets that I'm aware of. So if you buy a Fujitsu, ductless, or any of the other brands, you're not getting Fujitsu line sets. They don't make them. So this company Isopolar, who's out of business unfortunately, made this line set cover that went over the copper. And this is the same line. This cover here was underneath a slim duct white outer shell that, you know, it's like a protective decorative cover that you see running down the side of houses. It's still in good shape, flexible, not crinkly, and that's how the stuff should have stayed. But the stuff that gets exposed to weather, and this didn't even get much weather because underneath the deck and no sunshine, it's just falling apart. What seems to happen is this outer jacket breaks down due to the sun, UV rays, and water and whatnot, gets crinkly, and the water goes through the foam insulation into the copper. And from what I'm told, the foam insulation has some sort of chemical reaction with the copper after water gets on there and causes the copper to corrode. This is a folded up piece of the copper line set that we just took out that had this jacket on it. This was the piece that was running underneath the deck. Now, no, it doesn't really get any sunshine there, and it does get hit with just water. The customer does have gutters, so this isn't even that bad of how much weather a regular line could get on it. So this stuff just corrodes horribly, and then when that happens with the chemical reaction, it makes the copper porous. So all the refrigerant leaks out because it's all under pressure and hundreds of PSI at some points. So the downside is you have to replace the line. There's no saving it. There's no nothing. You just got to replace it. So this line here was running up the wall. There's very little corrosion on it. There's some, but by comparison, it's practically clean. This was running underneath the fortress cover, running down the house. So just to show the difference, what happens, you keep the weather off of it, it'll stay good for a long time. This stuff here was just running underneath the deck, getting a little bit of water from whatever doesn't go into the gutter, and that's what happened to it. This system, I think, is from 2018 itself, and it's just barely 2024. So, you know, less than 6 years, 5 and change. So it's unfortunate. Isopolar's out of business, maybe a good thing. The downside is there's nothing for anybody to go after to get any kind of warranty coverage or any compensation. So it's not great.